So in this lecture, let's finally work on the password reset complete view, and keep in mind that these are not errors which we are getting. I mean, obviously they are errors, but I'm showing you these errors on purpose so that you understand what basically is the next step and how Django actually proceeds to the next step and how these steps are actually connected with each other. So you need to understand that all the views which we are creating for password reset are interlinked, and the view which is before to a particular view won't work unless and until we have the next view. And that's why it is so important to have all the views in place so that all the password reset mechanism completes without any issues. Okay, so now let's work on creating this password reset complete view. So in order to do that, let's go back to VS Code, and in here the password reset complete view is also a built-in view. We could use it from auth views. So I'll create a path here, and this path is going to be something like reset/done, and we won't be passing in any ID or anything like that over here because we don't need that. This is going to be auth view dot, that's going to be password reset complete, and it will auto complete that particular thing for us. And this needs to be as view, and as usual we need a template for this as well. And let's name this thing as password reset complete, give a comma at the end, and we should be good to go. So let's now create a simple template for this. So we don't need any fancy template for this. We just need to go ahead, create a new template and call this thing as password reset complete.html, and let me copy the name as well so that we don't have to type that thing again. And let me right away add the template name here. So the template name here is going to be password reset complete, and also don't forget to add users before to that. Okay, so once this thing is added, now we could actually go back to the password reset complete view, and in here we could just borrow the code from one of these templates which we have. So let's copy the code for extending from the base template and block body and end block, and here let's say something like your password has been successfully reset. Okay, let's save this, and if I now go back here, so now let's try resetting the password from scratch. So I would say users/password_reset, and here let's type in the email, click on submit. It says we have mailed you the password reset link. Let's go back to the terminal. We have the link here, so let's copy this link. Let's go back here, paste this link. Now it says you have to enter a new password. So I'll enter the new password as new super user. Let's try submitting this. Okay, so the two fields did not match. Okay, so let's type in a new password here. So let's say the new password is super user 321. Let's type that thing in one more time, super user 321. Click on submit, and here as you can see it says your password has been successfully reset. So let's try logging in with that particular password. So here let's go ahead and let's say login. Let's type in the username. Let me type in the password as super user 321. If I click on submit, it says user authenticated and logged in, which means now the password reset mechanism is working absolutely fine. And one more thing which you could do here is that you could add a link to reset password here. So you could ask the user if you have forgotten the password, and if the user has forgotten their password, they could actually be shown up the password reset link. So in order to add that, I could simply go to the login.html page, and in here right where the form ends, I could simply go ahead and create a paragraph tag. I would add a link and say forgot password, click here to reset. And this particular link tag should actually point out to the URL pattern, which is nothing but password reset. So this particular path actually has a name which is password reset. So I could simply copy that, go back here, and I need to add a template tag in order to be able to add a URL. So here I would say URL, use single quotes, and simply paste the name of that URL here. So that means whenever now I visit the login page, I should have this option here, and when I click on this, it will actually take me to this particular password reset form here. And one more thing which you could do here is that in order to actually identify that this is a password reset form, you could add a simple heading here on the top. So that's it for this particular lecture, and the password reset mechanism or the functionality has been completed. So in the next lecture, we will go ahead and we will start learning how to add the functionality to register users to our site. So let's learn how to do that in the next lecture.